Welcome in, everyone. The opening tip is won by Dallas. To Nowitzki. Barnes. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Tosses, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Doncic to Barnes. Harrison Barnes powers it through.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Smith now. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
And gets to the basket. Jay, he knew exactly where he was going with it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Barnes to Dennis Smith Jr. Clint Capella swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Houston with the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Barea matched up with Carter Williams. Matthews to Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Eric Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To Barnes. Now to Jordan, down low. Short jumper misses. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Harrison Barnes. Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Misses the first. Second one.
We got this. Let's go.
To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. Smith with the basketball. The score 12-8. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. To Anthony. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Dennis Smith Jr. 2 of 4 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Smith. To Nowitzki. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Gordon with it. They're down 3. To Capella. Clint Capella. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect. It's no good. It's Rockets ball. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Gordon with it. His team up by 1. Harden won't go down. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Dennis Smith Jr. Harden's on him. Here comes the screen. Dennis Smith Jr. 3 for 6 now.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Harden. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Knocked loose. Trevor Booker, guarded by Clint Capella. Ah, rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Mavs have it. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
I got him. Here we go.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining. And see you again after the game.
It's James Harden once again. Pass down low to Carmelo. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
To Anthony. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Shot from in close. No good. Harden. Throws it down.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Smith with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Barnes. Capella's on him. To Jordan. Harrison Barnes. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Anthony. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Dennis Smith Jr. defended by Knight. To Barnes. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And now Houston has the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Barea matched up with Carter Williams. To Jordan. And he's going to the line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. And count the basket inside.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Mavericks with the basketball. To Matthews. Surveys the floor. Matthews unable to get it to go. Harden with it up top. Leads 5. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Dallas has it. Nothing going here on that drive. And they'll go to the Hacker-Jordan strategy and send DeAndre to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Carter Williams to P.J. Tucker. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here's Barea. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Curling inside, and he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Kyrie Thomas at the line. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Here's a chance from long range. Good contest. No good for Carter Williams. Matthews here against P.J. Tucker. 20-footer at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Rockets with the lead. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to.
Come on, y'all, let's go get it.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Probing the defense. Barnes driving, but his shot won't fall.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go up two legs and expect the contact.
Into the front court comes Smith. The deficit is 6. Nowitzki, defended by Melo. Knocked loose. Carmelo Anthony snatching it out of the air.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Smith now into the front court. Margins 8. Clint Capella sends it away. And that's going to be off of Anthony, out of bounds. Smith. To Nowitzki. And the Rockets clear the board. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. The Mavericks signal for timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Nowitzki, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. And there's the foul. Gonna play this one out, even though it seems all but over in a 9-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Smith with the basketball. His guys down 11. They work it down to Barnes. Can't miss those. Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
here. And I've got your EA Sports